Hey, Shalom, I want to start off swords by giving all praise to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, and Kakadash, that belong to the apostles of GMS and honor you brothers in the work of the Most High in truth and sincerity. This is a real quick one. This is something I was thinking about earlier. In fact, we mentioned it at the camp. I just wanted to do a quick one on it, right? And this is to crucify, okay? This is from the Cambridge Dictionary. This is to kill someone by tying or fastening them with nails to a cross, leaving them to die, which is, when people think about the term of crucifixion, to crucify, this first thing that, comes to mind. But then it also goes informal, says to severely punish or damage someone or something. It gives an example. He's going to crucify me when he finds out what I've done. Okay, so he's basically going to get on to me. He's going to damage me. And, when we read Revelation 11 and 8, okay, and it mentions crucified, that's what it meant, right? Because our Lord wasn't crucified in ancient Egypt. He wasn't crucified, he was crucified in Jerusalem. So what is this meaning, right? It says Revelation 11 and 8, it says, and their dead bodies shall line the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. Right, so crucify basically means to be crossed out, to be damaged. That's where the image of our Lord was damaged, because, friends, we know how our Lord looks, right? Why? How do we know? Because it's written in the scriptures, right? It's Revelation 13, right? It says, and in the midst of the seven candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man. Right, so seven candlesticks representing the seven churches in Asia Minor, one like unto the Son of Man. See, yes, Yahushua, whom the world ignorant calls Jesus Christ, clothed with the garment down to the foot, such as the ones that we wear, and girded about the paps of the golden girdle, because he is a man of war, like his father is a man of war. You can read that in Exodus 3:15. Or 15 and 3, the Lord is a man of war, Yahweh is his name. That's 15 and 3, I believe, right? It says his head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow, right? So the head on his hair and his beard was white, okay? Would you call it? And it had texture as unto wool, and his eyes were as a flame of fire, because he drank a lot of wine. Right, you can read that in the in Genesis the 49th chapter, right? The prophecy. Right, it says, and his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace. So, okay, so his feet was like unto, fine brass, right? And burned in a furnace basically mean it was a dark. It says, and his voice as the sound of many waters. So he had a deep voice. All right, so that is how our Lord looks. But what do we see in this world? We see that image of that white, that so-called white Jesus image, man. Right, but that is not how our Lord looked at all. Okay, and we look up this word here, crucified. It says stauru, right? It says to impale on the cross, figuratively, to extinguish, subdue passion or selfishness, right? So, hey, that is what has happened, because it goes into extinguish passion, right? But really, what did they do? They extinguished who the world, how Yahushua really is. They made him seem like some sort of fairy that loves everybody, right? So, like I said, that was just a quick one on the word crucify. As always, Lord's what I was edifying. Till next time, Shalom.